I wanted to talk today about my partner Maggie and I planning on becoming Buddhists. Right now we're looking into it. We haven't actually gone to a temple or anything like that yet, but we are definitely looking into it. And I cannot speak for Maggie. I can only speak for myself, but the reasons why I have decided to stop considering myself a Christian, stop calling myself a Christian, is because of all the, well, in large part, I guess, because of all the recent stuff with these, the Indiana and Arkansas religious freedom laws, and other states have passed and are passing similar laws. And I just feel like I can no longer tolerate being part of a religion, whether it's Christianity or any branch of Christianity, or really any religion that promotes any type of discrimination or hatred against anybody. I can't be a part of something like that. And Christianity, well, not only do a lot of people use it to discriminate against gay people, it's also used to discriminate against other religions, which, are just as valid. Islam is just as valid. Buddhism, every world religion is valid in its own right, and the only one I know very much about that doesn't seem to have any biases is Buddhism. So far from what I'm learning, Buddhism doesn't teach being biased against any other religion or any group of people. It doesn't spread fear. It doesn't threaten you, saying, well, if you don't live a certain way, you're going to go to hell, or something like that. That's something else I can't abide anymore, is the threats, I'm saying, well, if you live your life a certain way, you're going to go to hell, or if you don't believe the way we believe, or don't act certain ways, you're going to go to hell, Number one, I don't believe in hell. I think that a lot of so-called religious people create hell here on earth for a lot of other people. That's what I think. I think you create your own hell, and I think you create your own heaven. I think it's all in the mind. You create your own heaven or your own hell based on, your own mind and what you believe and what you choose to believe. But from what I've read so far about basic Buddhism beliefs and so forth, it seems to me to be a very human religion, a very kind of open-minded, rational, adult type of religion that completely puts the onus on the individual person to make wise choices and to live a life that doesn't hurt other people, doesn't hurt themselves, Um, it doesn't say, well, if you do certain things or don't do certain things, then you're a bad person. It doesn't say that. But it's really seems to be, to me, from what I've read about it, it seems mostly to be that you using your own mind, your own intelligence, you create a good and ethical life. It's really not as much about morality as it is about ethics. Is creating for yourself an ethical life that is good for you, and it doesn't hurt other people. It doesn't condemn other people. It's really kind of hard to explain, and I haven't gotten into it enough to really be able to explain very much. But from what I know of Buddhism, what I've been reading about it, what I've heard about it, it just seems to me like it's going to be the best way for me to go. Because I need a spiritual system that I can be a part of, that my brain can say, that my mind can say, well, this makes sense to me. And I see Buddhism as being a very humane and reasonable and ethical belief system from what I know about it. So that's why I'm going with it. And I don't hate Christianity. I'm not turning against Christianity. I just can't belong to, like I said, to a system of belief, which Christianity is one of those systems of belief that has, it's basically a lot of rules and regulations, Okay, like the Bible is like a rule book. Okay, here's the way you're supposed to live your life. And if you don't live your life this way, you're a bad person and you're going to hell. I can't live in that kind of system anymore. It isn't just about, people using the Bible to, to oppress LGBT people. The Bible has been used in the past to discriminate against women, to discriminate against black people. People used to use the Bible to defend slavery. This sort of stuff, And I can't abide with a belief system that does that. It just, So I think becoming a Buddhist is going to be very good for me. I think it's going to be good for me and Maggie together. My sister-in-law, Sherry, has been a Buddhist for years, and she lives in Texas. I think she grew up in Texas, and, but she's a Buddhist. So, I think it's going to be a good thing, and, I'm looking forward to learn how to meditate, and last week we bought a book. Apparently, I didn't know this, but adult coloring books, they actually make coloring books for adults now. Adult coloring books are pretty popular, I guess. And I think it's mostly like, like the child version, only for adults, and they use crayons. Well, we bought this coloring book for me. It's mandalas. It's a mandala coloring book. It has all these very intricate mandala designs in it. Each one is is on a page by itself, and there's nothing on the other side of the page. It's like they're all one-sided pages. So you can tear them out afterwards and, you know, frame them or whatever if you want. I started doing that the other night. With my coloring pencils, I got coloring pencils, and coloring the mandalas I think is gonna help too. So anyway, Maggie and I are going to become Buddhists. So I actually feel very relieved at letting go of Christianity, because there was always this tug of war inside of me, you know. I know there are Christian churches out there that are accepting and affirmative towards LGBT people, but Christianity as a whole, I don't know, I can't believe in it anymore. It just, you know, so well, that's all I really had to say in this video, and I'm going to get off here now so that I can go and I'm either going to read some more or do my mandalas. I kind of have to wait till the middle of the afternoon, because that's when I can finally get the sun come in enough on the west side of our apartment for me to be able to color. So till next time, this is Chris, and wishing you all peace and love, and saying goodbye for now. Bye.